Samuel? Samuel? Samuel Stolinger? Haha, I cannot believe you're still alive. So wunderbar, my friend. Edward the Dog Richtofen. This following pony is a crossover character from Call of Duty Zombies with a survivor by the same name. The following story of Pony Edward Richtofen is somewhat inaccurate to the real Richtofen story from Call of Duty. This was because there are two different worlds that have worked differently. Hello and welcome to the video. My name's Daniel, and in today's video we're gonna go over Brony Call of Duty Zombies. Enjoy. So yeah, Call of Duty Brony Zombies exists. That's a very deep rabbit hole I fell into, and in today's video we're gonna go through all of that. A few days ago I uploaded this video. It's in German, so yeah, sorry for you guys that don't understand the language. And there was one guy that asked if there's a method how to preload, but preload when you have the disc version. And I was like, yeah, well, I don't really know. Let's find out. I googled it, so yeah, I didn't find anything. But then, because of my ADHD, my mind was like, oh, I want to know what's the name of Richtofen's wife. Is there any information on that? And I googled that too, and I kind of found something, but not what you think I found, and I came to Call of Duty Ponies, a Brony community, but for Call of Duty Zombies. There is literally a Richtofen as a Pegasus pony. And I was like, come on, that can't be real. There has to be a video about that. And I looked it up on YouTube, and there is literally no video on Call of Duty Bronies. with a C at the end. There's literally no video. I googled, there's literally no video, and I was like, damn, the zombies community gotta know about this stuff. So yeah, if any of you guys reading this, I tweeted at Milo and some other guys. Milo, I love you, you're the best. Yeah, for the future I'm gonna upload some English and German content for Call of Duty Zombies, because I was a content creator back in the day and I made most of my Call of Duty Zombies video in English, but this time I think the German crowd deserves a little bit more, and I'm gonna bring that to them. But also I wanna do my English content too. But yeah, I gotta see how to mix that up. But yeah, first of all, guys, please rate the video. That helps out so much. Leave a comment what you think about that stuff, and yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe for more, turn on the notification bell, and yeah. Now, this time, let's go straight into the video. Okay, we're gonna read through that. Samuel Stolinger? Haha, I cannot believe you're still alive. So wunderbar, my friend. Edward the Dog Richtofen. I have to spell his name like you guys in English do, because his German word is banned for German YouTubers, because there was a guy called Richtofen, but, well, with another letter, and yeah, you can't do WW2 stuff, so yeah, that's why I call like that. This following pony is a crossover character from Call of Duty Zombies with a survivor by the same name. The following story of Pony Edward Richtofen is somewhat inaccurate to the real Richtofen story from Call of Duty. This was because there are two different worlds that have worked together differently. Well, we got Pegasus. I really don't know what that means. I mean, it's a Pegasus, right? Because of the wings, maybe? No one knows. Okay. Occupation, zombie ruler, military doctor. Details, eyes, light blue. Mane, white and light brown. Coat, gray. Oh, Coat! My cat. I literally have a TikTok account where I post videos of my cat, and I invented a abbreviation for him. It's like Coat, but all caps letters, and it's cutest of all time. My word invention, yeah, so don't steal it. Or steal it, but pay some homage to my cat. I love him. He's the best. As I'm recording the video, my little fella came to say hello. And yeah, Matt, you're such a cute boy. I love him so much. I love him so much. So yeah, drop a rating for him. If not for me, drop a rating for him, please. For real, I love him so much. He's my best friend. He was there for the worst times of my life. And yeah, he made it the best times of my life. So that's why I just want to honor him. Even though it's TikTok. Yeah. Oh my god. I love him so much, guys. I really, really do. Relatives. Sergeant Dempsey, husband. Katana von Richthofen, little sister. Marisa Ariel Dempsey, stepdaughter. And human self, Dr. Edward Richthofen. I really think they going into the Richthofen is gay stuff. Voice, Nolan North. I'm not really sure if Nolan North really did the voice for Pony Richthofen, but yeah. Okay, owner, Angelin Black 424. We're gonna check that out later. Edward the Dr. Richthofen is a psychopathic Pegasus with a big inspiration to sharp objects, dissections, experiments, and almost everything imaginable. Being an insane pony, no one in Ponyville goes near him, as most say he's dangerous to be around. He's the main reason Tank Dempsey, Takeo, and Nikolai are still alive, and he's the first pony to ever choose to switch bodies with Samantha Maxis in order to control the entire apocalypse. I mean, we all know that, yeah, but it's so much more weird if you think about the Brony stuff, but yeah. He's one of the main characters in the Hard to Believe series. He is also the best friend of Carlisle? Vladimir? Carlisle? I think it's Carlisle. The Hard to Believe series. Okay, I think we gotta check that out too. The Voiding. Yeah, a roleplay story done by the users Angelin Black and Anua Aura. I hope I didn't butcher your name. Edward Richthofen finally plans on the best day of his life, getting officially married to Sergeant Tank Dempsey, the stallion who hates him. The page for the wedding is located here. Oh my... Oh, okay, that goes fucking deep, man. Trading card caption. Ponies mainly know this German Pegasus as the Doctor, and they have known him for such a quite long time. This crazy pony has had his life in insanity experiments and scientific discussions and dissections involving knives and other sharp thingies. Okay. And this is Edward Richthofen. He knows what is best for everyone. Well, actually no he doesn't, but he thinks he knows. This Pegasus is most interested in his experiments and does much chaos in Ponyville. However, much of the ponies in Ponyville understand his uncontrollable insanity, and they just picture him as a male version of Pinkie Pie. Whatever that means. Doc has many capabilities like dissecting animals, flying across Equestria with his wings. Why not Etheria or something like that? I don't know. With his wings, or annoying his other comrades. Nothing is going to change about his pony, so most of them should get used to his insanity, for it may take a toll on the ponies of Equestria someday. Big trading card description. Okay. History: The Betrayal. Before the apocalypse started, Richthofen was the special assistant of Dr. Ludwig Maxis. Together they both worked in Group 395. He was very pleased to help with Ludwig's experiments, but once he noticed Ludwig was too busy with experiments on 115, Richthofen happily began experimenting on Samantha's dog, Fluffy, until one day he heard about how all ponies had human counterparts or human selves. He grew horribly obsessed with this and soon sadly betrayed the Maxis family. He believed that he should have done what his human counterpart had done and finally injected 115 into Fluffy, turning into a flesh-eating zombie. A day later, Richthofen trapped both Ludwig and Samantha in a room with the dog, and to Richthofen's surprise, Samantha survived the event, accidentally entering the MPD in the process, while Ludwig teleported himself within a Japanese bunker and had gotten himself killed by the spreading zombie disease, meeting the other three survivors. Richthofen didn't know what else to do, and so he kidnapped and finally met Sergeant Tank Dempsey, Takeo Masaki, and Nikolai Belinsky. He was originally planning on brainwashing the three to become his villain helpers, but only half of the operation worked. The three refused to become his slaves, but they didn't remember the kidnapping either. During that adventure, Richthofen caught up to see Dempsey's wife Rosalind, who was pregnant during the zombie pony apocalypse, sorry. He was forced to help Rosalind give birth to the foals until finally Marisa Ariel and Wanda Muffin were born. What? Dempsey had no other choice to send the two newborns to the time machine to take them to the present time, but he never went with them. After Rosalind died, the three soldiers continued their adventure, no Rosalind, through the world to find help and shelter. There was finally when Richthofen thought of a grand scheme. He had taken them to multiple locations where links were made to where you wanted to go until finally the team only had one option: to blow up the kingdom of Equestria. Okay. Richtofen's grand scheme. They traveled to the moon using a very technical time-traveling spacecraft, and that finally was when Richtofen won. He had found the center of the MPD, where Samantha's body was inside to control the entire apocalypse. He touched the surface of the machine and then his soul traveled into it, causing the event to switch bodies with Samantha Max's. Well, they didn't have to catch some souls first? Awesome. That's the, I think that's the guided mode from Treyarch, right? She was now in Richtofen's body while Richtofen was in hers. And can you please word it? Okay. Well, let's just ignore that for a second, okay? The wording is so fucking strange, man. Holy moly. And he officially controlled the entire apocalypse. I mean, if you're a brony out there, it's okay. Be a brony, but just don't be weird, right? Don't be weird, don't be a monster. Yeah, the other three were shocked at what he had done, so Richtofen froze the three in fridge capsules to keep them alive. That was when Richtofen saw a very quiet and lonely stallion named Samuel Grayslinger back on the view of the equestrian planet. Why is he called Grayslinger now? I thought he was like Stuhlinger. Okay, maybe that's a quote from the original timeline, I don't know. Richtofen first thought was to kill the stallion, but instead he sent a zombie to bite him in the hoof. With the bite mark in Samuel's arm, he had the hoof and now his arm? Okay, maybe it's the same. He had no idea what to do, and so he hid it from his surviving teammates who were Malton, Marston, and Misty Hoofton. Samuel started to hear Richtofen talking to him. He was finally getting to Samuel's mental thoughts and slowly taking over him to become a flesh-eating zombie pony. Finally, when the survivors had gotten to resolution 1295, the spirit of Ludwig Maxis got to Richtofen and they were having a severe argument. Samuel was going out of control and his eyes turned a bright blue, which scared the other survivors until they finally discovered that it was Richtofen who had joined Samuel in his body. Fortunately, Dr. Ludwig had interfered with Richtofen's plot and had taken him out of Samuel's body. There, with no body to turn to, he returned to the MPD, damning Ludwig's soul for ruining Plan A of his operation. Alrighty. Marisa's rescue. Back in the present time, Marisa Ariel Dempsey heard about her father, Sergeant Dempsey, being stuck in the past time machine adventure, and so Marisa and her best friend Chi took a trip to the time that they were in. By the time they have gotten there, the environment was covered in lava and debris, and finally Marisa saw her father unfrozen and in an alone room, as well as Nikolai, Takio and Samantha, who was in Richtofen's body. They immediately jumped to help and saw that the three others were starving. During the adventure, Richtofen was toying with them, laughing and playing little games until he finally got themselves to the heart of the MPD, and Marisa reminded Richtofen of when she was born, and Richtofen was there to see it happen. Oh, what a moment! Emotions all over the place. Richtofen stopped and remembered the experience seeing herself fall, and so with a horrible cry he exited the machine still inside of Samantha's body. Sam approached Richtofen and offered peace, and so the two got themselves back into their own bodies, becoming a stepfather. You know, guys, I call myself the German Mr. Rufflewaffle. Sorry, Milo, if that sounds weird, but I'm like the biggest nerd for the story. Yeah, I love the story. I was the first German guy back in the day who translated the whole story into German because there wasn't a proper translation. Either they missed something or they got so many things wrong, and I was the first one to actually correct it. And so I know everything about the story, and seeing the story like this is so freaking silly, man. It's so silly, holy cow. Becoming a stepfather. In the story, Hard to Believe 3, lifeless Marisa has gotten extremely depressed and felt unaliving due to Chi's death. And so her father approached Richtofen and asked him to operate a memory erasing project onto Marisa. Richtofen smiled with the opportunity to once again operate, and so he brought out his medical tools and strapped Marisa down to his surgery table. With Marisa panicking, the MC told her to calm down and told her that everything would be alright. After the hours of operating, the surgery was finished. I think that's the part where he accidentally kills her and he marries Dempsey afterwards? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Marisa forgot everything from the past. She even forgot Dempsey was her father. With a few tears, Dempsey told her... Oh no, he wouldn't cry. Come on, that's silly now. Told her that his biological relation with her, and so he also smiled in Richtofen after, then told Marisa that Richtofen was her second father. Richtofen gasped, but then went to an extremely happy state. He thanked Dempsey for his offer, and then both him, Dempsey, and Marisa lived in the same home in the present time ever since the event. Richtofen had been with Dempsey ever since he found him through the time machine. Dog was there as Marisa was born, and he even kept a secret journal with him to gather his thoughts and information, which some pages of his journal were shared in the short story Lifeless. Holy cow, that rabbit hole goes deep. Holy moly. Richtofen had become... What? Richtofen had become the second father of Marisa Dempsey at the near ending of the series as a gift from Dempsey himself because of Richtofen's successful surgery performed... What? Performed on Marisa? He gifted his daughter to Richtofen?
Bruh.
That's dark. That's fucking dark. Okay, Doc had realized the happiness in this, and soon Pony started to be less afraid of him, as he had As he had been happier than before. Richtofen's shown journal entries. Channel page 7, Friday, 1944, the day of the return. Interesting, as it was my... Okay, wait. Dear Diary, I am writing. The two others had told me they are testing some special and dangerous type of element. Of now, I don't know any information that can tell the element itself. You do realize that this means that I have to completely go crazy and take the element for myself. Now, do you? Well, these voices are not getting any better with its irritating speech roaring in my head, telling me to kill die zwei as of Maxis und Samantha. I do not understand, which ich nicht allow. I find more information of this 115 they are speaking of. I will soon figure it out and discover the special chemical. So we're gonna finish that, but I think we're gonna keep the rest for the next video because I don't wanna, well, load this video to the end, and I think like 20 to 30 minutes are, I mean, it's Brony zombies. Can you guys take even more of that stuff? I don't know if I can. But I'm gonna play zombies on the 24th with one of my methods I showed in the video at the start. And when the Easter egg comes out on Friday, I will stream like 24 hours straight to race till the end. And I don't think I want to have my brain thinking about Brony zombies, so we're keeping it low-key. Journal page 8, Tuesday, 1944, Discovery Unfolded. I'm not gonna read in the voice again, don't worry. It was part of the day where I had adventured into Max's lab to see his experiment. He had dinner at around this time of the day, and so he let me stay with him and his daughter Samantha to fuel up. For a while they had both had an odd conversation about human forms and what they are. It confused me for thinking as a pony that humans are just an enemy of ponies. That was to my assumption the theory of us ponies. This entire conversation carried on and then started aiming at me. Max has told me, there is a human version of us. Every single one of us has a human self on planet Earth. You actually tried to kill our own human selves for your own welfare. Good thing you are the smart one, Doc. We respect your kindness as compared to your human. Human. This made me hesitate, and now I have been extremely cautious. Okay, I've been having too many things run in my head. My mane is turning pale and I twitch every 2 minutes. Maybe things can get better for once I figure this all out. Okay. Journal 9. Tuesday, 1944. It's happening again. Dear Diary. I killed them both. Both of them. It had been such a long while since I've written in your last journal. I had finally done my deed. I had killed Maxis and his daughter before the element broke through. Yes, the element broke through the chambers, but it fortunately will not infect me, for it is going to go to those terrible good people outside of this regretful world. You're probably now asking, Doc, why did you kill them? I will tell you why. Because of the voices. The voices in my head. They will not leave me alone. Ever since I had heard about the human world, I've been going insane. Not because of 115, but because of the other world, sure. I could not take it anymore, so while Maxis and Sam were working, I did a bit of bullet dissection through Dr. Max's skull, and I put the little daughter in a white room where she can never return alive, and well, including her mud. I had to return minutes later to see that Samantha disappeared from the room, but I saw But I saw the most disturbing sight ever as I had witnessed the dog, now a flesh-eating monster, having puppies at the moment. It was disgustingly terrible, as all of the puppies looked ripped apart and hungry for pony flesh. It was terrifying, so I ran outside the entire lab, to the outside, where the chemical was started to outbreak in. Graves raised and broke through cemeteries. Dead bodies had risen and dead bones the shape of rusted bike handles. My first thought was that I needed to get out of this place, and so I galloped towards what I saw was a time machine, which I never have seen before. Oh my god, it was huge and professional, and it looked like it was purely made recently. It was powered up like it was being tested, and I thought and knew that this was my chance to find out what's going on. So I had entered. Then I met 3 others. Day 74, Ascension Science Facility, Entry 102. It's been a long time since I've taken notes, a new friend, and I would have written in your pages earlier if the Americans hadn't refused any patience until we have ended up here, in this much underestimated place. My comrades, I'm strangely getting used to. They all could be a bit of pain, yes, but I managed to keep my sanity in and not kill them for the remaining time we have left. Yes, they still blame me for their problems, but I know that it's not fit to kill them, at least yet. Until the big finale. I can finally live how I always wanted to live, to rule the world and fulfill the destiny of becoming the best. If only that damned little girl and her dog has messed up my plans in the first place. Maybe finally I'll be known once we get to the moon. I wait for our first mission of success. Day 105. Theater of the Damned. Entry 112. Once again, they haven't failed me. We received 2 new strange comrades today. Unfortunately, they're both American. It didn't take long to automatically find out that one of them was Dempsey's daughter. I didn't even know he was smart enough to have a daughter. Then again, I have no knowledge in love and I never will. But I still feel quite jealous. I would love to have a very own child of my own. But I doubt that will ever happen. Even Pony hates me. Every pony hates me. Maybe soon after we get to the moon I won't have to worry anymore. Maybe I can just get over with and have the others die and leave me alone. Then again, about the new 2 guys. I don't know if I should kill them or dissect them first. Besides, I have done surgery. I haven't done surgery in a while. Well, with Plan B working its way, maybe we could all understand until the final day of us living. I'll just freeze them all and continue with my plan. Hopefully Sam doesn't ruin it again. Wish me luck. This must be the first time you've held a weapon, because you nearly just blew my head off. Richtofen lecturing Marisa. Ah, Maxis, you will never learn. The MPD is where I belong. Why won't you stop fighting me? Richtofen to Ludwig Maxis. Yes, that is why you must get the other 3 to do what you tell them. That's what teamwork is all about. Yeah, do it! Richtofen to Samuel Stuhlinger. I thought he's not called Stuhlinger. I think they changed the name. Yes, I know. Strangely, I have a daughter and a husband. And they both hate me for taking over the world. Richtofen talking about Marisa and Dempsey. Okay. Dempsey. Hello, Dempsey. And Richtofen. Hard to believe characters. Wait a second. Okay, that's the Reese in the background, the giant. Why do I call? I don't get why I call it the Reese. It's called der Riese. I'm German, so I know how to. I don't know, but can you see? Well, can you see Edward over there? I'm not really sure. I'm not so sure. What in the... Is this safe for work? I hope so. I think so. Okay. I think it's safe for work. One dog around here. There can only be one dog over here. What? Cool? Brony? I'm whistling? Watching? I'm watching you? Okay. Ricky and Medic. Edward, Ricky, okay. Dog and dog. Comparison. I don't know about you guys, but I don't... but I think I see twins here. Okay. Temperature and Richthofen, and we already got that one. Angelin Black. AKA Marisa. Oh my god! She's the daughter! She's the daughter! It's a dude, right? I'm pretty sure it's a dude. Is there any grown-up girls in the Brony community? I don't think so, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Is this the same Equestria? Because Richthofen tried to kill Equestria? I don't know. But well guys, in the next video, we're gonna read the other stuff. I was just like, holy moly, the zombies community gotta know about this. I mean, if you're one of the Brony zombies, hey, feel free to write under the video, yeah, write a comment. I'm not making fun of you like making fun of you, but I'm laughing with you. I think it's amazing because Call of Duty zombies, especially Treyarch zombies, deserves to be everywhere. I freaking love it. And I'm literally willing to read through that. I think it's silly for me because I'm not a Brony, obviously, but it's still, I can appreciate it. So yeah, guys, I'm out of time. It's funny because that's my first English zombies video. I mean, okay, kind of like the second because with MW set I uploaded a video how to play early, but yeah, that's not really a zombies related thing, but it's zombies related, you know what I mean. But yeah, drop a rating, a comment, subscribe. Guys, thank you for being here. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Yeah, make the best out of your day, always manifest the best stuff, and yeah, see you in the next video. Bye for now, have a good one, peace, and let's roll the outro.